Hey there, it's the Soap Witch, and you can see I am making yet another batch of beer soap. So I have poured the lye, and now I am mixing it into my beer. And I just kind of left this in here because you can see the steam rising off of that stuff. If you look close enough, that's how hot it gets. Nice. So, and that's how hot it needs to be for the countertop hot process. So I poured the beer and lye mixture into the oils, and now I am going to stick blend. I usually stick blend to trace. Sometimes it's a little funny and iffy at these temperatures. So sometimes I will come back and stick blend some more until it kind of finishes itself, if you will. Strange terminology, but just go with it. And so here I am stirring it into completion because I'm over it. All right. So it's done, and now it's time to put my full fat Greek yogurt in there. It doesn't have to be full fat or Greek yogurt from my understanding, but that's just what I like to use because I don't know what sounds good. So I'm going to go ahead and stir that in. I use a whisk because I feel like it incorporates it better. That just could be in my mind, but we're going with it. So I'm mixing my colorants, activated charcoal, and I use it just for no other reason than I think it gives a great rich black color to soap. And this color is called Sexy Stranger on a Train. This is from Mad Micas. They like to name their micas funny names. That is the chocolate mousse fragrance, but I actually call the products with it in it creamy cocoa. I couldn't remember that for the life of me for the last couple of videos or times I talked about it. So I stirred the fragrance in, and now it's time to measure out the amounts that I want in my containers and add my colorants. So I do a pretty hearty amount of stirring, because this countertop hot process soap is thicker than cold process because you do all of that at trace, which is very fluid. And this is fluid, but just not as fluid as that. So this time I tried something different. I thought I would do what I would call a modified in the pot swirl. And so at this one, I'm just layering the colors in, going back and forth between the black and the brown, and then just kind of giving it a little, not a complete stir because I don't want them fully incorporated, but just enough so that they sort of get a little bit of mixing going on in the container, and then that way when I pour, they'll just come out together. So anyway, that was my thought process after the complete fail of the last video. And I still was kind of trying to get a grasp of it, so it was still a bit messy, but I like the outcome and the process much better. So here's some close-ups. The wet soap images are always cool. So this is after they had been frozen, and it just always makes the colors look more muted, but they'll be going back to their vibrancy, or to some degree. So this is just me again struggling with this mold. I just thought I would share just because, why not? So I got a better handle of it on this one than the last video. And so that's just the first bar that I managed to struggle out of that mold. And it just process just goes on for all 16 bars of soap. So here they all are. And then this is them after they've thawed out some, so you can see the colors are more vibrant, a little closer to what they were in the wet soap image. So anyway, that's all I've got, and stay tuned for the next batch.